Alright, so our first contestant today is actually a team, Team Israel. We've seen them before. However, it looks like they've got a new member. We'll go through them one by one, starting with the top. We have Cthulhu1, who's been a participant for a while now, participated in the season you see behind him, and also a latter season during our Smilix days. So, welcome back to him. Then, second on the team, we have Omer T2, or Omer T2. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I couldn't actually find him in the arena, even though he's marked as once or twice on the forum. Excuse me for yawning. So I can't show off his medals or whatever he might have, but we've put him in the ring temporarily so we could look at his beautiful head and his mouth that's floating off of him. Kind of weird, actually. I guess so he can activate and deactivate a smile. It's like a cyborg. And third on the team we have Ite or Iteta or something like that, who is brand new. As you can see, he's got an andesite body for the moment because I haven't figured out what I'm going to be giving all of the... Wow. Huh. This intro is terrible. It's filled with yawning. What I will be giving all the new contestants for bodies, and what I'll be giving, I say all, what I will be giving the new contestants for bodies, and what I'll be giving the participants as an item or something, since there's a few people that have kind of been filled up. I've been working on a new system to display it, but obviously that's not implemented yet. So, right now, that's all you got. But, hey, at least you're unique in the Coliseum. And our second contestant is the Red Army, also known as Genkuro, but he goes by the Red Army, even though he has no red on him, or his head at least. What even is his head? I actually don't know. It's a good question. It's kind of like a really fancy microwave. Yeah. Except there's no buttons. But that's why it's fancy. It's reading your mind. Yeah. Anyway, so he's been a contestant in lots of different things. As you can see, this is why we look at the medals. Alright, let's get into it. Go! Alright, welcome to our first map for the day. As you can see, there we go, we got achievements. Both of these maps are in 1.11.2. which means that I can play them in the proper order, unlike last episode. Also, unlike last episode, this one's going to come out sometime near when it's supposed to, which is supposed to be 5:30 CST, not EST. And this one might actually get out on time. Alright, we are in week 1, so that's that one. We'll go to credits first, though. As you can see, this is a map by Team Israel. We have Cthulhu1, Iteta. Iteta? Are you a tater tot? Good sir. No response. Omer T2, and yeah, alright, cool. Now we can go to week 1. There is a bug noted in the additional information that says there may be a bug with the spawn point if you die. Basically, the platform isn't big enough to GM1 to fly there. We'll endeavor to not die. Oh no, I have been robbed. My chimney is in my roof. Let's go see if Dave saw anything. Alright, we will do that as soon as I make sure there's nothing here. Tip, follow the thing. It got rid of the pressure plate. Excellent. Oh, back of the house. Right, not front of the house. What am I doing? If you're wondering why it looks a little bit choppy, it's because I have to upload 3 videos tonight. Because one of them was supposed to be uploaded this morning and didn't. I'm going to have to re-record it. Because there was some technical errors. The one that's rendering at the moment is one that I have to upload because terabyte, which you'll see before this one if I had to guess, although I don't know. Nope, haven't seen your Tresorius diamond. I didn't ask you if you've seen it. Well, I don't have it. You can sriracha my house if you want. Now, I know this is called Team Israel, so I'm guessing the majority of them are from Israel, even though I assume that they all speak English, and some of them may have even, I can see the diamond right there. Some of them may have even lived in the United States. So when I point out grammatical and spelling errors, don't feel bad, or don't get annoyed at me. Either way, I do that to everyone. Okay, so that's just a piston. It must be. Oh, I'm in creative mode. I didn't even notice. Okay, well, I could just break through there. You know, we'll go down. It's gonna be very difficult for me to die in creative mode. Hamas fault. You weren't supposed to find this. Wah, wee, wah. This isn't what it looks like. Israeli military secrets. Well, I guess it doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. Why would you betray me? You're working for Hamas. So, in case you're curious, Hamas is a terrorist group. In case you didn't know that. What's this? Israeli army sword, knockback 10. Okay. What was the land of Israel called before it became independent? Okay, so it's been so long since I did any Israeli studies. So Palestine is the non-country entity, shall we call it, that existed previous to the creation of Israel following World War II, which Israel was created where it is because the Jewish ancestry came from that time. Anyway, Eretz Israel is definitely not right, I think. I've never heard that term, although I could be stupid. Mandatory Palestine is entirely possible, but I'm going to go with just Palestine. Dave dead, click here. Oh, okay, so I have to kill him. Oh wait, I should... Okay. Mandatory Palestine? Yeah, okay. Who ruled the land of Israel before the British? Okay. How far back do you want to go? Well, the Ottomans is spelled wrong on there, so I'm going to assume that's not the correct answer. The French controlled territory in the region, although I am not exactly sure if they controlled the Israeli territories. Nobody is definitely not correct. So we're going to go with the French, because they've got... Oh, no, okay. That didn't actually spawn me on top of the thing it was supposed to. Oh, that's knockback 10, right. Keep forgetting that. Okay. It must be the Ottomans then. Yeah. Is Israel in the EU? No. What? The EU, like the European Union. Well, the answer is not yes, so it must be for sports. Okay. I didn't know that. Does Israel recognize Palestine as a state? Well, this is unclear to me as an American who's just done preliminary research into this topic. I don't know if it's unclear to the Israelis or the world as a whole. The answer is probably not yes, because they've been claiming Palestinian areas, although several of those areas were won through wars, and it's a bit complicated. But I'm going to go with no. Okay. What Israeli war happened exactly 50 years ago, as of June? It wasn't the Lebanese war, I don't think. I don't remember. I don't actually know any war called the Lebanon War, but I think I know something that it could be referring to. Independence, or 6 Day. The 6-Day War. Oh, what was the date on that? I'm not going to check it. I'm going to go with the 6th day because I don't think Israel had an independence war. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Cthulhu 1 did the houses and trivia. Ite did the redstone. And down we go. Congratulations, you found it. Cool. Alright. Well, I learned something new today. That was fun. Thank you, Team Israel. Next map, I actually learned something. But aside from that, it's a very simple map. It was a little confusing, story-wise. I basically went from something in my house has been stolen. Wow, I'm just like burping and yawning all over the place. Alright, something in my house has been stolen, and then I go to my neighbor, and I can see the stolen thing, and also I was in creative. But then there was a terrorist in the basement, and then I had to go through a quiz, and then I jumped into a hole. Yeah, that was about it. I did really like the trivia. I do kind of wish it had been implemented in a bit more cohesive way. Kind of embedded in the story a bit better. Because terrorists don't typically give you quizzes. But aside from that, the builds are pretty good. I would say having the person in creative mode probably was a bad idea, but I didn't break anything too much, so it's probably okay. Yeah. Excellent job, Team Israel.